engine is now in pieces and we need to clean everything. Now, as I've taken everything apart, I've bagged everything up. So all the small nuts and components and stuff, I've tried to bag up into pieces, and I've just used these kind of Ziploc bags, and I've written on all of them what it is. So, for instance, here we've got the 500F oil filter bolts. So these are the bolts which go on the oil filter plate, which is one of these. And that's just labelled up, and I've got all of them. Let's just see if you see that. There we go. I've got loads of bags like that, which some of them need cleaning, some of them I've already cleaned. I've done the big bits first as well. So we've got the actual block itself, and I've cleaned this within an inch of its life. This has taken quite a few sessions and hours to do, but it's looking really nice now and ready to be fitted. What I have noticed, and don't know whether it needs doing or not, is where we've got the camshaft that goes in here. You see that? There's a little bit of scoring in that, so not quite sure whether I need to put a new bronze element in there or not. But we'll see as we go. Now, the main things that I'm left in terms of big parts to clean, apart from a few kind of nuts and bolts, and we're just going to lower you down here so you can see our table, is this is kind of the oil pump here. So I haven't actually removed that yet. I've given this a brief clean just to get most of the stuff off, but it's still got a lot of gasket around it, which I'm going to have to try and get off. A lot of this horrible gasket stuff that people use. The oil seal is still in here as well, so I need to remove that and give it a bit of more of a clean and a shine up. We've got our engine mount, which also needs a bit of a clean up. Could do probably with some new rubber in there as well, so I might look at replacing those. I've done our studs already. The clutch, obviously I'll replace the clutch. It's you might as well once it's out, but the actual clutch plate itself needs a good clean up. It's not looking too bad. It's quite smooth on the edge here, but it is filthy, so that will get a good clean. The flywheel itself needs a clean, and I need to try and get this stud out, so that's going to be a job for today. The alternator is looking, I don't know whether to do anything with this or not, to be honest with you. It's working. I might just give the outside a bit of a clean rather than necessarily take it apart at this stage and do anything else with it. We've got the rocker, which is really kind of grimed up, so I'm going to clean that, and that needs taking apart, and I'll show you how we're going to do that as well. And what I noticed on this is kind of the other side of the oil filter. So the oil filter fits on here, and the this is the kind of pulley side which has the belt running off it. And what I noticed on close inspection of this, because I was actually going to try and, I've got a blaster as well, sandblaster cabinet, so I was actually going to try and get this off. But let's see if we can do a bit of a close-up here. Don't know whether you can see this on camera. I'll only be able to see in post-edit, but there's an actual crack just here. I can feel it there. Can feel it with my nail. There's actually a crack through there, so I've actually ordered a replacement one of these. And then I've got my carb as well, which we'll do a bit of a service on and clean all that up. I'm not looking to replace a lot of parts on that. because I started to add everything up that I need to replace, and it starts to come up to a lot of money if I try and make this too beautiful. So we're going to try and reuse parts where we can. So they're the jobs for today. Lots of cleanup activities, and yeah, try and get everything looking as good as possible.